Guys, please confirm to me. All of you are getting my voice on screen. Those are attending in online. Guys, please confirm to me. All of you are getting my voice on screen. Those are attending in online. Please confirm to me, guys. All of you are getting my voice on screen. Those who are attending in online, please confirm to me. Right. Good morning, guys. And check it what we completed there in the last session. I think so. We are discussing about Java programming format. The topic here we are discussing there. In Java programming format, already we started comment section. In comment section, already we completed few points about this comment section. What are the few points here we completed there in the comment section? Right, sir. In a Java programming format, overall 5 sections here we are having. What are the 5 sections here? First one is comment section. Second one is package section. Next one is import section. Classes or interfaces section. Main class section. Overall, these are the things what we are having. Comment section, if you observe this, in a Java application development, before writing code, it's a convention to provide some description about the program that includes other name, objective of the implementation, project details, modules details, and so on in the Java file. For this, we have to use the comments, where we have to use comments. Okay. Right, sir. Comment is what there. It's a non-executable part in programming is called as a comment. In Java applications, comment and their description is not for executing the code. It is for understanding the developers about the code. There are 3 types of comments in Java. First one is single line comment, multi-line comment, and other thing is like what there documentation comment. Single line comment. It allows the description in a single line. Next one is example I've given there for it. The single line description here we are able to put syntax now. 2 slashes where we are providing what their description that we are able to understand. Multi-line comment, it allows the complete description in more than one line. Then syntax is what there slash star and some description star slash. Next one is after that documentation comment. It allows the complete description in more than one page. It allows the complete description in more than one page. Okay, some syntax here I've given there slash double star and every line is started with like what there star. In Java, documentation comments. In Java, documentation comments are useful to provide some description about the programming elements like variables, methods, classes, and so on, which we used in the present application while creating API documentation for the present application. API documentation is what? API documentation is a document. It may be a text document, or it may be a PDF document, or it may be an HTML document or a doc file, and so on. It may be anything, but it will provide some description about the programming elements which we used in the present application. To provide description about the Java, about all Java predefined element, Java has provided API documentation. Java API documentation is available in this particular URL. Just copy and paste in the browser. There we are able to get like what are the total API documentation. To prepare the API documentation for the applications, Java has provided a predefined command in the form of Java doc command. Alright, sir, Java doc space file name dot Java. Java doc command is able to prepare API documentation in the form of HTML files. Out of all the types of commands in Java, only documentation comments provided description will be included in the API documentation that we created from the Java doc command. So now here I want to show this point clearly. What is the point here I'm telling there? Three types of comments are available. Out of all the three types of comments, only documentation comments provided description will be included in the API documentation that we created from Java doc command. All right, first of all, I want to take one example. That example is mainly for the sake of what they to prepare API documentation only, not for any compilation, not for any execution. I want to write a Java program. In that Java program, for the Java program, I want to get API documentation. For that one, I'm going to write that program here, but inside this program, I'm going to include some elements. That element's main intention is like what there to prepare API documentation only, not for compilation, not for execution of the programs clearly. Right. Now let's understand this clearly. Now in D drive, full stack 10 AM is available location here. Right, sir. Now here, I want to remove like what there apps is okay, fine. Right. In full stack 10 AM apps location, there I'm going to prepare a small program for preparing API documentation. Let me check this. For example, I want I want to take public class employee, public class employee, public int envo, public string ename, public float ecell, public string editor. These four are variables. These four are like what they're variables. You can understand clearly. Next one is after this public employee constructor, zero argument constructor. One parameterized constructor. Public employee int envo string ename, two parameterized constructor. Public employee int envo string ename float ecell. Public employee int envo string ename float ecell string editor. Like this overall 5 constructors here we have taken. 4 variables and 5 constructors here we have taken. After this public void add of int envo comma string ename comma float ecell comma string editor. Public void search of int envo. Public void update int envo string ename float ecell string editor. Public void delete of int envo. Like this 4 methods here I've taken. This is my Java class. What is my Java class actually? Employee. Inside this employee, how many variables are available? 4 variables. how many constructors are available. 4 constructors are available. Sorry, 5 constructors are available. Now 4 methods are available. Overall, how many methods are available here? No, 4 methods are available. Observe carefully. So this is my Java program. Let me save this. In a D column full stack 10am apps, there is a folder. Inside this employee.java. Inside this what we have there, employee.java. This is the program what we are heading here, employee.java. Okay, fine. Observe carefully. Class, this is the class here I've taken. Let me open command prompt. In command prompt, go to the location where we have saved our Java file. Our location is what? D colon cd full stack 10am cd apps. Now inside this dir, if I open it, only one file is available. What that file is now? Employee.java. Only one file is available, employee.java. Java doc. Command name is what there? Java doc is a command name. Java doc space Java doc space. Here we have to provide employee.java. It is not like Java say. It is not Java say. It is not Java. It is a Java doc. It is mainly for documenting the file. What is that file here? Employee.java file. Documenting employee.java file in the sense like what there, preparing API documentation for the file employee.java. If I click on enter button, there we are able to get all the HTML files. Okay, these are like what there. So these are about like what I'm telling there, constructors. Just these are warning messages only. No need to think much about these warning messages, but finally HTML files are generated. Right or not? I'll go to this location now. I'll go to this location. Now inside this location, so many things are available here, but now here I want to get like what there, employee.html. This is what there, employee.html. Inside this employee.html, there we are getting some details. What details here we are getting there? Some description here we are getting there clearly. Okay, public class employee, envo, ename, ecell, and eaddr. 4 variables here we have taken. Constructors are provided here. How many constructors are available here? No, 5 constructors. And 4 methods are available. What are the 4 methods here? Add, delete, search, and update. Now variables in detailed information, complete description here. In detailed information here we are getting envo, that means public int envo, public string ename, public float ecell, public string eaddr. Constructors, almost all 5 constructors here it has provided there. After this, methods, add method, search method, update method, delete method. So in detailed information here we are getting clearly. So now this is like what there, API documentation here we can understand. Of course here we are not getting any packages here, no tree structure, nothing else, no index, nothing else, no. Alright sir, just only class is a content here. Employee class details here we are getting clearly now. So it is clearly API documentation what we prepared. Yes, sir. This is like what their API documentation what we created clearly now. Right or not? So just for the sake of your practice, I'm giving this example to you. Try to analyze this, try to understand it. The location here I'm telling to you, d colon slash full stack 10am is the location I've taken where apps there I've taken like what there employee.java. In employee.java, I provided this total program. Okay. Then after this, on command prompt, so what we have to do there. All right. So now command prompt related information here I have given there. Now try to check this. Of course, this warning messages, no need to think much about it. There in general, warning message will come there. No need to think about it clearly now. This is what we are getting now. Okay, fine. My here, next point is what? I given one conclusion. Out of 3 types of comments, out of 3 types of comments, Only documentation comments provided description will be included in the API documentation. Get my point or not? Only documentation comment provided description will be included in the API documentation. Now let's see this one. Single line comment I'm providing to the ENO variable. So it represents, now okay, I want to provide like what there, single line comment. It represents employee number. Multi-line comment. Multi-line comment. It represents employee name. Documentation comment here I'm providing there. It represents employee salary. That's it. For variables, all three types of comments can be provided or not? For variables, all three types of comments here we provided. Next one is for constructors. And moreover, this is like what I'm telling there. Documentation comment. A single line comment. It represents employee constructor without data. Now multi-line comment. Multi-line comment. It represents employee constructor with the employee number. Multi-line comment. Now here I want to take like what the documentation comment. Documentation comment. It represents, observe carefully, it represents employee constructor. It represents employee constructor with a ENO and E name. Okay, ENO and E name. Next one is methods information here I'm telling there. Now observe carefully. Single line comment represents to store data in the database. It represents to store data in the database. Multi-line comments it represents search an employee from the database. Okay, it represents search an employee from the database. Now it represents updating an employee in the database. For example, just some description here I have given that. So now tell me, all the types of comments here we have used or not? All types of comments here we have used it. Okay. Let me prepare documentation here again. But already here we are getting some documentation here. Except this employee.java file, I want to prepare documentation for the content. In the documentation, which commented data is available, that point here we have to understand now. Right, so now employee.java, java doc space employee.java. Click on enter button. Warning messages, no need to think about it. Okay. Employee.html is available. Now we created this, observe carefully. So here we are getting some description. What is the description here we are getting there now? Documentation comment, it represents employee salary. Okay. That means for all the variables, three types of comments I provided. Single line comment and multi-line comment, this type of things I provided here. Am I right or not? But here we are getting like what their documentation comment, it represents employee salary. Next one, observe carefully. Again, for zero argument constructor, single line comment. For one parameter constructor, like what the multi-line comment. For two parameters constructor, we have provided like what the documentation comment. Now here, which commented data is available for this constructors now? Documentation comment provided data is only be provided here. Methods information. For methods also be which data. Right, sir. Which data here it is providing the no update method. Update method details are provided through this comment. So this comment is representing is provided information for what their update method. So this is like again I'm telling there documentation comment. Java doc employee.java. Right. So now here we are getting the message like what there for this particular constructor. Documentation comments, it represents updating employee in the database table. It represents what there updating employee in the database table. Right. So now this is a way to prepare like what their documentation comments in our applications for our applications. The same example. Okay. Right. So this is about like what their comment section here we are getting clearly. Got it or not? Okay. Right. So just give 2 minutes of time to me. I'll come back now. Then I need to rewind some information there. Just within 2 minutes of time, I'll come. Just take here. Guys, please confirm to me. All of you get my voice on the screen. Those who are attending in online, please confirm to me, guys. Guys, please confirm to me. All of you get my voice on the screen now. Yeah, just I've taken 2 minutes gap, guys. Yeah, don't worry. I stop at the class 2 minutes of time. No, okay, fine. All right, sir. Now check the content here. What we discussed here. Out of 3 types of comments, only documentation comments provided data description will be included inside, like what there inside the API documentation. That API documentation we created from what there, from the Java docker command only. So okay, now it is completed. Fine, sir. This is totally comments and somewhat information about these comments now. But few more points are available. Now try to understand that few more points now. Listen carefully. All of you observe carefully. In Java applications, to provide a description, in Java applications to provide description, Java has provided a new feature in the form of annotations to provide description in Java applications. JDK or else maybe Java 1.5 version. What version can you know? 1.5 version has provided a new feature in the form of annotations. That's the point here. When we are getting this point now, immediately we are getting an important interview question. What is that question here? We are getting there. Observe carefully. That question is, in Java applications, to provide a description, in Java applications to provide a description, we have already comments. Already we have comments. Then what is the requirement to use annotations? There is a question. In Java applications to provide description, we have already comments. Then what is the requirement to use? What is the requirement to use annotations? There's a question now. All right, sir. Now, okay, I'm going to give some clarity. Now, try to understand it clearly. For example, I provided, right, sir. I provided, observe carefully. To provide description, we have already comments. Then what is the requirement to use annotations? For example, I prepared a Java program. Inside the Java program, I have used some comments with some description. When I compile this program, in the compilation, lexical analysis phase is available. What phase they know? Lexical analysis. In that phase, tokenization is going to be performed. What is going to be performed there? Tokenization. What's the meaning of this tokenization? No, dividing program into the number of pieces, where each and every piece is called as a token. The tokenization will be performed in the lexical analysis phase. That lexical analysis phase is going to be performed under the compilation. So when I compile my program in the lexical analysis phase, in the process of tokenization, if any comment and its description is identified, immediately that lexical analysis phase will remove that comments and its description from the Java program. So comments and its description is available with our Java application up to .java file only. It is not available to .class files of our application. Comments and its description is available up to .java file only. It is not available to .class files of the respect to Java application. So up to source code only comments are available. Once if we compile the program, that comments and its description will be removed from our Java applications. This is exactly the meaning of like what there, the drawback with the comments, direct comments. But I have some separate requirement. What is my separate requirement? What exactly the separate requirement for me now? I want to bring a description or metadata as per the requirement up to .java file, up to .class file, maybe up to runtime of the applications. I have to bring the description up to .java file or up to .class file or up to runtime of our applications. This is my requirement. Where comments are not sufficient, where to bring the description from .java or maybe .class or up to runtime of our application, there definitely we require what their annotations. There what we require there, no annotations. Okay, that's the point here. What I'm telling to you clearly. Yes, sir. All of you are getting it or not? What is the point here I'm telling to you now? Right, sir. Now try to understand this point here. In Java applications, if we provide comments with some description, then the lexical analyzer will remove the comments and its description. Lexical analyzer will remove the comments and its description from Java application as part of the compilation. So comments and its description is available with the Java application up to .java file only. It will not be available to the Java applications up to .class file and up to runtime of the application, and up to what there runtime of the applications. That's it. That is the point here we can understand clearly. In Java applications, if we provide comments with some description, then the lexical analyzer will remove the comments and its description from Java application as part of the compilation. So comments and its description is available with the Java application up to .java file only, just for the sake of the developers readability purpose only. See, developer is not going to read the content from .class file. Developers are going to read the content from what their .java file only. So comments and its description is available up to what their .java file only. It will not be available to the Java applications up to .class file and up to runtime of the applications clearly. So this is what exactly the meaning of like what their comments and its availability. All of you understand it clearly. All right, sir. That's okay, fine. After completion of this particular point here, just 1 minute. All right, sir. So this is the requirement of like what there comments and it's a description and its availability. But my point is like what there, what I'm telling to you. Apart from this, as per the requirements, like what are the various requirements now? To simplify debugging. Okay, I want to give some numbers also. To simplify debugging, to simplify testing. To next one is for the server side applications, for the database related applications, and so on and so on and so on. So many requirements are available. As per the requirements, like to simplify debugging, to simplify testing, and to simplify, or for the server side applications, for the database related applications, we have to bring description or metadata, both are same. Description and metadata both are same. Data about the data is nothing but what their metadata. The description or metadata up to runtime of the application, up to runtime of the applications. Good, understand it clearly. In Java applications, to bring a description, to bring description up to .java files, comma, up to .class files, and up to runtime of the applications, up to runtime of the applications, we have to use annotations. Why? Because annotations are capable to bring a description up to .java file, up to .class file, and up to runtime of the applications. But how to use annotations, how to declare annotations, how to access the data from annotations, we will see that concept in a separately. There is a separate topic for us, annotations. There we are going to see this. But here the concept is what there, comments are available. What is the problem with the comments? No, they're available up to .java file. They're not available up to .class files and up to runtime of the applications. Understand my point here? But if we use annotations now, we can bring our description up to runtime of the applications. Whatever the comments, whatever the description we want to provide, that we can bring up to runtime of the applications. Then immediately, whenever we are getting this particular point here, immediately we have one important interview question again. What is that question here? All of you observe carefully. That question would be, in Java applications, to bring a description, at runtime of the applications, already we have XML documents. Already we have what documents? XML documents. Then what is the requirement to use annotations? What is the requirement to use? What are their annotations? In Java applications, to bring a description at runtime of the applications, already we have XML documents. Then what is the requirement to use annotations? This is a question here we have to get clearly. Yes, sir, all of you are getting it or not? Okay, fine. Now observe carefully after completion of this. Answer here we have to understand. Now see this answer here. No, all of you observe carefully. All right, sir. Now in Java applications, if we use XML documents, then we are able to get the following problems. What problems here we are able to get? Drawbacks with XML. What are the various problems here we are able to get? Understand these points clearly. All of you observe carefully. XML is what? Is it a part of the Java and outside of the Java? XML is what? Is it a part of the Java or in outside of the Java? If you understand this point, no, XML is an outside of the Java, not inside the part of the Java. Is an outside of the Java, is a separate technology. XML is what there is a separate technology. Observe carefully this point here. When XML is a separate technology, if we want to use that XML documents in our applications, so first we have to learn XML documents. First we have to learn XML technology. Then that will be burden to the developers or not. So the point is, the very first point is what there, we must learn XML technology separately. That's a burden to the developers. Already Java developer is busy with his so many technologies. But extra we have to learn XML in the sense it is somewhat burden, headache. Leave it now. Okay, fine. We decided we want to use XML documents. So first of all, we have to prepare XML document or not? But what XML document here we have to prepare? If we want to use any XML document in Java application, that XML document must be well-formed document. That XML document must be what there? Well-formed document. While preparing XML document to check it, to check well-formedness, a set of rules and regulations are available. What rules and regulations are available for the well-formed XML documents? No. Point number one. Every or else maybe entire XML document, a single root must be available. Root tag, single root tag must be available. Next one is for every open tag there should be a closed tag. All the attributes must be provided as per the XSDs or maybe doc type definitions might be something else. Like this, a set of rules and regulations are available. As per the set of rules and regulations only, here, as per the set of rules and regulations only, here we are able to get like further, we are able to prepare these XML documents. All of you understand it clearly now. What's the point I'm telling to you? So because of this reason, what I'm telling there, every time before using these XML documents in our applications, every time we have to check whether XML documents are well-formed documents or not. Every time we have to check whether that XML documents are in well-formed documents or not. That we have to check clearly. Understand it clearly. Arey yaar, take it, no problem. Yeah, later I will give reason why I'm providing this option today. Come on, take it. It's your money only, not my money. Fine. Let's move to the point here. Put concentration here. So the point is what? Every time we have to check whether the XML documents are in a well-formed format or not. Every time we have to check whether the XML documents are in a well-formed format or not. If that XML document is in well-formed format, then only we are able to use that XML documents in our applications. Get my point or not? Right, sir. This is another point here we can understand. Next one is after that, listen carefully. Okay, we decided we want to use XML document. Okay, I prepared XML document that is in well-formed format. Okay, up to that. But if we want to use that in our applications in the sense, first we have to keep that XML document in a particular location or not. That location should be a proper location. That location must be recognized by Java program. Then only we are able to read the data from XML document. So first of all, that location must be a proper location. In the case, if the location is not a proper location, if the location is not a proper location, then there may be a chance to get file not found exceptions. If the XML document is not at proper location there we are able to get file not found exceptions. So here what is the problem here? Every time we have to check, whether the XML documents, are available at the proper locations or not. Every time we have to check whether the XML documents are available at the proper locations or not. That we have to check. In the case if you are not checking that, then there is a chance of getting like what there? Then there is a chance of getting file not found exception. That's the point here. We have to understand clearly. Next one is after that, after completion of this. Okay, fine. Listen carefully. Okay, decided I want to use XML document. XML document is available. In that XML document, it's available in a proper format. Okay, well-formedness. It is available at a proper location. That's okay. But the next point is what there? We have to read data from the XML document or not. To read the data from XML document, we have to use like what there? What we have to use there? Parsing mechanisms we have to use. To read data from XML document, we have to use what there? Parsing mechanisms. To check whether that XML documents are in proper location, to check, see, the point is, if you want to read data from XML document, there we have to use parsing mechanisms. but number of parsing mechanisms are available here. That parsing mechanisms are going to be used depending on the situations. So here our work is what there, every time we have to check whether we are using right parsing mechanism or not, in order to read data from the XML documents. In order to read the XML documents. Everybody understand this point clearly? Every time we have to check whether we are using the right parsing mechanism or not to read data from the XML documents. Okay, clear? These are the various problems here we are able to get with what their XML documents. What are the various problems here? No. First we have to learn XML technology. Secondary, every time we have to check whether the XML documents are in well-formed format or not. Every time we have to check whether the XML documents are available at the proper locations or not. And every time we have to check whether we are using right parsing mechanism or not to read data from the XML documents. See, now tell me, every time checking like this, in the sense, burden will come to the developers or not? Is a problematic thing with the developers or not? So now you get the point what I am telling there. In this particular scenario, to overcome all the above problems, we need a Java alternative. To overcome all the above problems, we need a Java alternative. A Java alternative, that is what their annotations. Annotations is a part of the Java. Annotations is what there is a part of the Java. No need to learn separately. It's a part of the Java only we are going to understand. No need to save that annotations at a separate location, not like this. Annotations are available automatically inside the Java. Whatever the problems here we have seen, all problems are going to be eliminated. All the problems are going to be eliminated. So annotations is the best approach to describe some metadata or some description in our Java applications. That is the clear-cut information here, what I'm telling you clearly now. Good, sir. Because of this reason here, what I'm telling there, one small punch here I'm telling there. In Java J2EE applications, in Java J2E applications, annotations are the best replacements for the XML documents. Annotations are the best replacement for what their XML documents. Previously, before annotations, everywhere XML documents. After introducing annotations, no, everywhere people are removing XML documents. In place of that, people are trying to use what their annotations. Got or not? So now here, I want to know what technologies are using annotations and what technologies are using XML documents. That information here I want to provide clearly. Now try to recognize this point here, all of you know. All of you observe carefully now about this one. All right, now the point is like what I'm telling to you. XML based technologies. Now, annotation based technologies. What technologies are using XML based? What technologies are using annotation based? That we want to confirm now. First one, if you observe this, very first one, up to JDK 1.4 version XML only. But right from JDK 1.5 version, annotations are introduced again. All right, sir. JDBC 3.x version. Up to that, in one or two situations, XML only. JDBC 4.x version onwards, annotations here we are going to use. Next one is after this, servlets 2.4 version XML only. Servlets 3.x version onwards, annotations here we are using. Okay. Then after this, fourth one, struts 1.x version. I think it's somewhat outdated. It is not available at present, no. But at the time of, maybe if you take might be 10 years back, or maybe at least 6 to 7 years back, if you observe this, struts framework is getting somewhat demand and it is very good framework in outside. But at present, struts framework is not having much demand here. Nobody is using the struts framework, but concept wise I'm giving that point here. Struts 2-point expression is annotation based. JSF 1-point expression is purely XML based. JSF 2-point expression is like what there annotation based. Next one is after this EJB's 2-point expression is purely XML based. EJB's 3-point expression is purely annotation based. Springer 2.4 is what there XML based. Springer 2.5 version onwards, it is like what the annotation based, and so on and so on and so on. Like this, here we are getting like what there XML based, and other one is like what there annotation based. These are the things here what we are able to understand clearly now. Is it all of you are getting clarity or not? It's okay, fine. This is like what there XML based, and other thing is like what there annotation based. Right, sir. That we can understand clearly now. This is completed. We can observe carefully. Right, sir. With this overall, and one observation I'm telling there, if you observe all the versions like this, no, all the older versions are depending on XML, but all the newer versions are depending on what their annotations. That means annotations is a replacement for what their XML. Nowadays, nobody is using XML. Everybody they are using what their annotations only. The feature trending is what their annotations only. Okay, of course, we have a separate topic like annotations. There we are going to understand the content effectively. That we are able to see in the future. No need to worry for it. Leave this punch here. After this, after completion of this particular content here, another content. Next section. Overall, in the Java programming format, how many parts are available? 5 parts are available. Comment section, package section, import section, classes or interfaces section, main class section. Where what I completed here now, comment section here we completed. Now we have to understand like what there package section. What is this package section actually? What is the meaning of this package? First of all, definitions here we have to understand for the package. All right, so then what are the various points about this definitions? Note definition 1, for example. What is a package? What is a package? If we observe this, package is the collection of interrelated classes and interfaces as a single unit. Package is the collection of interrelated classes and interfaces as a single unit. The simple one, in a very simple manner, if you want to say that, package is a collection of classes and interfaces. Okay, then another definition, understand this clearly. Package is a folder. Package is what there? Package is a folder that contains .class files. That contains .class file which represents the related classes and interfaces. Which represents the related classes and interfaces. That's it. Package is a folder that contains the .class files which represents the related classes and interfaces. This is exactly the meaning of like what are their definitions. Next one is what advantages are available. Advantages of the packages now. Some advantages are available. Now first one is what their modularization. Again, I'm telling to you, these advantages I will discuss again when I'm going to take about the packages topic. We have a separate topic packages, no? There I will discuss again all the points, no? But namesake only, just part of the programming format only I'm discussing these points. Just what is what here we can understand. Observe carefully. If you have any project, that project is divided into some parts logically. Logical partition is available. That logical partition over the requirement set is called as a module. That entire project we may divide into number of pieces, no? Then where each and every piece is called as what there? A module. Understand it clearly? So in Java application development, modules are represented in the form of like what their packages. Each and every package is representing what there? A module. Providing packages in our application is nothing but modularization. So package is representing what there? Module. That's why we have the advantages like what there? Modularization. Next one is abstraction. Next one is what there? Abstraction. Package is a folder. Then folder is a hiding its internal content. Folder is not showing its content in outside. So there automatically security will come. Hiding the content is nothing but what there? Like protecting the content. Protecting the content in the sense like what there? Abstraction. Observe carefully. Next one is after that security. Abstraction is nothing but hiding the content. For what purpose we abstracted there? For providing security only. Automatically security will come here. Then after this, after completion of this security, next one is what there? Shareability. What is this shareability actually? Observe carefully. For example, one time if you prepare a package, no, that package we can share to multiple applications at a time. Package one time I prepared, 10 applications are running, but all 10 applications are required this package, no. Yes, we can share this single copy of the package to all the 10 applications at a time. So this is called as what there? Shareability. Next one is what there? Reusability. Reusability. What's the meaning of this reusability? No, one time if we declare the package that we can reuse in any number of times. One time if we declare the package that we can reuse in any number of times. So this is the meaning of like what there? Reusability. Sir, all of you are getting it or not? So now tell me, these are the overall advantages of the packages. What are the various advantages of the package? Now tell me: modularization, abstraction, security, shareability, and what next one here? Reusability. All right, so then after this, types of the packages. Types of the packages. There are two types of packages here we are having. What are the two types of the packages now? First one is predefined packages, and the second one is what there? User defined packages. Predefined packages, and what next one here? No, user defined packages. Now here, what is predefined package? What is user defined package? If you observe this, predefined packages I'm telling there, these packages are defined by the these packages are defined by the Java programming language. These packages are defined by Java programming language and provided along with the Java software Right, so number of examples are available. We can understand it now. Java.io, Java.util, Java.sql, and so on. These are overall the packages here what we are getting clearly. Next one is what their user defined packages. What exactly the meaning of these user defined packages? No, these packages are defined by the developers as per their applications requirement. As per their application requirement, these packages are defined by the developers as per their applications requirement. But how we are going to define user defined packages? No, how it is possible to define user defined packages? No, to define user defined packages we have to use the following statement. Package statement here we have to use package name semicolon, package name semicolon. Now here, what is this package name actually? What is the meaning of this package name? Where the package name may be a single name or the combination of the parent package name and child package name. Where the package name may be a single name or the combination of the parent package name and a child package name. Examples here I'm telling you, try to observe carefully. Package P, only one name is existed here now. Package P1 dot package P1 dot P2 dot P3 for example. Alright sir, what is this P1 dot P2 dot P3 no? P1 is like what their parent package name for the child P2. P2 is what there is a parent package name for what their P3 package. P3 is a child for P2, P2 is a child for what their P1 package. Now this is about the like what there to prepare these packages. No, that's okay, fine. Next one is after that. If we want to use user-defined packages in Java applications, there we have to use some conditions. There we have to use what there some conditions. What conditions here we are going to use now? All of you observe carefully. In Java applications, to use package declaration statement, then we have to follow the following conditions. What conditions here we have to follow there? Condition number 1, observe carefully. Package name must be the first statement in a Java file. In the Java file, package name must be the first statement in the Java file after the comment section. Comment section is not technical program here. So then a package statement should be the first statement in the Java file. Next one is after this package statement, not name. Package statement must be the first statement. Package name must be unique. It must not be shareable. It must not be shareable and it must not be reusable. Right, sir. Now these are the two conditions here we have to follow. Package statement must be the first statement in the Java files after the comment section. Package name must be unique, it must not be shareable, and it must not be reusable here. Yes, sir, got or not? Now here I'm asking one important interview question. Now try to understand this question here. Here my question is it possible to provide more than one package declaration statement in a single Java file? Is it possible to provide more than one package statement in a single Java file? Right, sir. Now, what is the answer for it? No. Now, try to understand it clearly. Is it possible to provide more than one package statement in a single Java file? Please read this statement first. Package statement must be the first statement in Java file after the comment section. Then immediately I've asked you one question there. Now tell me, what is the question here now? Is it possible to provide more than one package statement in a single Java file? All right, so answer for this question is what there? No. It is not possible to provide. It's not possible to provide more than one package declaration statement in Java applications. Why? Because package declaration statement must be the first statement. If we provide more than one package statement, more than one package declaration statements, then only one package declaration statement must be the first statement, and all other all other package statements are not first statements. There's a problem here now. Okay. Example here I'm telling you, try to understand it clearly. Example coach. We can understand it, no? Package P1 semicolon, package P2 semicolon, package P3 semicolon. Right, so now first one is valid, second one is invalid, third one is what there? Invalid. Only first one is valid, remaining two are invalid. Why, sir? What's the reason for it? No. Why? Because package declaration statement must be what there? First statement. Remaining two are what there? Not first statements. And one more point, try to understand it clearly. To provide package names, Java has provided a suggestion. What that suggestion that Java has provided here? Java has provided a suggestion like to include the company domain name, like to include the company domain name in reverse in the package name. To prepare package names, Java has provided a suggestion like to include the company domain name in reverse in the package name. I'll give information. For example, myself, I'm working with Durgasoft.com. What is the website name here? No, www.durgasoft.com. Where what is domain name actually? Durgasoft.com. Reverse it. com.durgasoft. Use this in the package name. Okay. Now example here I'm telling to you. Package com.durgasoft.icici.deposit, for example. What is this actually? com.durgasoft. It is what there? It is a company domain name. Company domain name in reverse. And next one is like what there? ICICI. What is that ICICI? No, actually project name, or what next one can no client name. Next one is after this. com.durgasoft is okay. Company domain name in reverse. ICICI, it's okay. I think I forgot to specify transactions dot deposit. Okay. Transactions. This is like what their module name. Transactions is like what their module name. Okay. Then after this, deposit is what their submodule name. Deposit is like what their submodule name. That's it. This is like what their package name, in which way here we have to provide package name. com.durgasoft.icici.transactions.deposit. So these are overall the total information about like what their package statement here we understood clearly. Right, sir. After completion of this package statement, import statement here we have to understand. Import statement. Right, sir. Now this import statement topic, remaining main class and main method. Then after the class or interfaces, their namesake topics only, easily we are able to complete it. Max, and tomorrow I'm going to finish this total part, and day after tomorrow we have to appear for the exam. Is that clear? And day after tomorrow, what we have to do there? We have to appear for what their exam. There is an exam on it day after tomorrow, right? But tomorrow, this import classes or interfaces and main class section, all the concepts I'll discuss there. Day after tomorrow, you should be ready for the exam on the basis of this total introduction part here. Okay. Right, sir. That's all for today. Tomorrow we'll see the tomorrow remaining content here clearly. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Change. కొత్త బ్యాటరీ అది చార్జ్ పాతది అనుకుంటా. ఆఫ్ చేయి. కాదు వైర్ ప్రాబ్లం ఉంటే అది